Jackson Mahomes, the 23-year-old younger brother of the two-time NFL Most Valuable Player, two-time Super Bowl MVP, two-time Super Bowl champion winning quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, 28-year-old Patrick Mahomes. Well, Jackson Mahomes, earlier in 2023, I believe February, was accused of forcing his affection on a young lady in a nightclub. There was video that surfaced from TMZ, and from the video footage, it would seem as if Jackson Mahomes was doing some of the various things to this woman. Subsequently, she lost the club because they had threats and break-ins and things like that nature. I believe it was negative publicity as a result of this alleged heinous act. Well, the findings and the final result of this case has now come to light as of the last few days. And we're going to talk about it because it's a real head scratcher, all right? So on that note, welcome to Normieville.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to a, well, we call you normies.
So as I said before in my introduction, the results of this case is a real head scratcher, if you ask me. Now, I believe he got arrested. He got released on bond and those kind of things. There was a lot of negative publicity. Patrick Mahomes' wife actually came out and defended Patrick. I'm sorry, she defended Jackson. And well, to be honest with you, Jackson, he has a lot of followers on his TikTok page, and he's kind of obnoxious when it comes to the fans and other people, much like Patrick's wife. No disrespect, but in any case, you see here from the title from the Washington Post here, and it reads, "Felony charges against Patrick Mahomes dismissed in Kansas."
Bitch, ain't no way, ain't no fucking way.
Now, I have to admit, when I read this article, and I'm going to read to you here in a second, the details of this is very strange. I don't know. I will leave you, the viewer, to come to your own conclusion on this, but I'm going to give my opinion shortly after I read this, so stay right there. A judge in Johnson County, Kansas, on Wednesday approved prosecutors' motion to dismiss 3 felony charges against Jackson Mahomes, the younger brother of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. In May, prosecutors charged Jackson Mahomes with 3 felony counts of aggravated sex battery after a February incident in a restaurant and a bar over in Park, Kansas. Like I said, this video went viral. It got released on TMZ. Everybody saw it. The actions he was taking with this young lady, this individual, and it didn't look good, to be honest. So, I mean, by all accounts, this guy would have gotten charged with, again, a very heinous crime. Surveillance video of the incident appeared online, seems to show Mahomes grabbing the 40-year-old restaurant owner by the neck and forcibly kissing her. But according to prosecutors, motion to dismiss the alleged victim, unnamed by prosecutors, signed an affidavit in November saying she would not testify in the case.
Huh?
She also told prosecutors that if they granted her immunity and compelled her to testify, that she, quote, she would say that she had not been truthful to the police and that the encounter with the defendant was consensual, end quote. So essentially, there's the prosecution is saying that after this whole incident, the whole dust up and all of that, she turned around then and said that she didn't want to testify. She didn't want to, make her presence public. She would tell the prosecutors that she wasn't truthful about the incident and that she didn't want to testify. Now, I don't know if this is because she was fearful of, getting on the stand, because I said before, her business took a very big, hit because of this. I assume people, I guess, didn't like the fact that, that Jackson had been charged or whatever because he's the brother of Patrick. And so she faced a lot of backlash, in my opinion, unnecessarily. I don't know if this actually was consensual. It didn't look like that on the camera. But, yes, said she didn't want to testify. So, I mean, by all rights, the prosecution can dismiss it. They can, have a motion to dismiss it because she's not going to say anything. So without her testimony, without her confessing or saying whatever happened that night, there's no case. So because of the evidence in their possession, including the surveillance footage, prosecutors proceeded with the case and attempted to subpoena the alleged victim to testify, granting her immunity. But the woman has not been served with a subpoena because, according to conversations, quote, with more than one person in contact with her, she is, quote, actively thwarting attempts to serve her to avoid coming to court, prosecutors wrote in the admission to dismiss. So basically, she's refusing to be subpoenaed. She does not want to show up, and she's actively showing that by ducking the process servers. She does not want to be subpoenaed. She does not want to appear in court. She does not want to testify. She wants to seemingly forget about this whole thing again. I don't know if it's because of public pressure. I don't know if she got paid off or something or whatever, but somebody might have settled behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on, but she doesn't want to testify. Strange to me, but that seems to be what it is. The alleged victim has, quote, has made her lack of The alleged victim, quote, has made her lack of cooperation abundantly clear, end quote, prosecutors wrote. The February incident began when Mahomes allegedly shoved one restaurant employee. Prosecutors charged him with a misdemeanor battery over that portion of the incident, and he was arraigned on that charge Wednesday. Quote, like I said from the beginning, Jackson has done nothing wrong, Brian Days, Mahomes' attorney, said in a statement Tuesday. We have full confidence that the truth of the matter will ultimately be revealed. The defense will reserve further comment until the remaining count is disposed of. According to Fox 4 in Kansas City, Missouri, Days told the court Wednesday that he would not seek diversion for the misdemeanor charge and requested the case go to trial, which is slated to begin on March 25th. Now, essentially, they're saying that we're not disputing the misdemeanor charge right here that he shoved this woman, but the other stuff regarding to the assault, the SA, they're saying that, like I said, that the evidence is there. She's not testifying, so we're going to dismiss that. We'll go to trial for this other stuff that he probably did. But this other stuff, y'all got to throw it out. Again, strange to me. According to charging documents, police were called to the restaurant February 25th by the father of the worker who allegedly had been shoved by Mahomes. The restaurant owner told the police she had taken Mahomes to her office where he grabbed her by the neck and forcibly kissed her without consent. Quote, and out of nowhere, he just grabbed me by the neck and forcibly kissed me and then proceeded to do it 2 more times. Well, the last time I was pushing him off, the owner said in an interview last year with the Kansas City Star. So there was the admission of what happened in last year, again, sometime last year. And now she's saying, I don't want to show up for court. In a July interview with Fox 4, the restaurant owner said she would have called the police about the incident and that she and her restaurant had been targeted in the months that followed, losing 75% of her business. Quote, we've had gas pipes cut. We've had the AC pipes cut from the outside. You name it, it's pretty much happened. In August, the Star reported the restaurant had closed until another tenant could be found. So there you go. In August, she basically lost the business due to public pressure because of her outing Jackson. Outing Jackson as being this horrible person. Like I said before, by the video, it looks like what he did could have been valid. But now we'll never know because she has refused to testify. She's refusing subpoenas. And she's actively saying that if y'all try to bring me on the stand, I'm going to say I lied. And I assume this is because of what happened to her business. She had to forcibly close her business because she lost revenue. She had her business building vandalized and things of that nature. So she doesn't have a business. And it's seemingly that maybe now she's just trying to get her life back together and put this behind her by just saying, forget it. I'm just going to leave it behind me. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to bring him up on charges because I don't want even more public backlash or pressure from the citizens of Kansas or whatever. And so seemingly she has been shamed into oblivion and been shamed into silence by the public. Very unfortunate if you ask me. This doesn't happen often, but again, it seems like that is what has happened here. And I hope if what happened to her was true and he actually did something foul to her, well, I hope his karma comes in spades. Thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, or Normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics, mostly sports. Please let me know what you think about this spicy, obnoxious Mr. Jackson down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.